you. It's Saturday, and I have about 1 hour and 15 minutes to work on this book, last book page, booklet. That's what I'm getting ready to do, y'all. I'm about to make something for this last insert. Let me get some paper right here. And we're going to paint first. So I have all of these things here. This is what I'm using. I try to show that in my little thumbnail. I'm trying to add a little thumbnail to my stuff. Some of these options give you, do something if you want to do something. And if you don't, we'll do something for you. So I have some paper, and I'm going to alter something. Be careful. I'm going to paint something. Did I say paint? I thought I said alter. I meant to say I'm going to paint. Okay? So, this is my watercolor paint. And I have my big brush. And I have a medium brush or something. And I'm going to paint some paper. Get a little paper towel here. And I'm going to paint some of my paper to put in this booklet. So we got a little spritz bottle. I'm going to spritz the paint and get it going while we get ready for what we're going to be making here. Okay? Just give it a good little spritz. A good little soaking and everything. And we're going to paint some paper. We don't need too many pieces. I got this bag right here. I'm going to use a piece of this bag. So let's go ahead and get that while the paint is setting. Where the scissors? Right here. While the paint is setting, we're going to cut a piece of this bag open. Hello there. How are you? And this is going to become the cover for the booklet. Okay. Just a little teeny writing book. That's all I'm making for my faux leather insert in the altered book. So that's what we're going to do. Hello there. Thank you so much. This is just a brown paper bag, and I'm getting ready to make like a little notebook for my altered book. So I'm cutting just a regular bag from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to fold it over like this. Let's glue this piece down because we don't want that to be flipping up like that. That won't be okay. So we're going to glue this piece down, and we're going to turn this into the cover of a book, like a little notebook. So that's what we're going to do with this. Okay, we got to fold it up. See, it's double-sided with the seam from the bag. So we got to fix that because we don't want that to be a problem doing that while we're putting our book together. Okay, so we're going to just set this down here also. And then we're going to paint some paper for our insert. I'm trying to put this pen in here. Okay, we got that, and we've got that, and we're going to fold it right there so it has like a little spine for the book. Fold it. It don't have to be perfect. And anyway, crease it a little bit, and then we're going to size it to our page. So this is our altered book. If you've never seen my channel before, this was a book that I altered all of its book pages. So this is a piece of brown paper bag that has Mod Podge and Distress ink, and it was balled up and spritzed and everything to make it look like a piece of leather. So there's one insert in the back of the book, and there's one in the front. And because I am gifting the book to someone, I'm going to do the front, leave the back to the person who's going to finish the work. She wanted it. I wanted to gift my book out, and she asked if she could be the recipient. So I'm sending it along to her, and her idea is to continue to alter the pages in the book. So this is some of the work I did, but all the videos are up, and she's going to continue to alter the pages. Like this is a pocket. You can make something go inside of it, like, let me see. I have this tag of my cats, and so that could be there, like that. So she's going to continue to alter the pages, and I'm just going to work on the final piece to this so that I can pass it along. So that's what's happening here. I'll just give you a little bit of what's in the book for the altered, because somebody may not have encountered my channel before, and now you may want to check it out. So this is, some of the work that I've done in here. Painting, some other little things. So that's what I'm doing. I'm adding a book here because I was going to put some images, but I wasn't sure if to do that. So I'm going to size this paper. Wait a minute. So I can know how this will fit inside of here. And it doesn't really have to be permanently affixed. I might do that, but it may be just a piece that can come out of the book. Okay, so we're going to tear the edges a little bit so that it's not so paper straight. And just rip this down and go this way. Go like this, tear this down, and then come across the bottom, and this is going to give me about the sizing of what I want to do with the paper that I'm going to paint. And it's not going to be too long. Let's clip this a little bit because it's right there on that spine that we glued down. I'm going to tear this off, and then this part can really remain straight because it's got some ridges from the original making. What's happening with this fuzzy? Oh, okay, I'm not sure. All right, so this, you might can't see it, but I'm going to just go ahead and clip it and tear it a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so we'll just do this. Thank you so much for thinking it's so creative. Hello, Legos and Minecraft. Thank you guys for saying hello and, asking the question and getting the chat started. I appreciate it. So we're just going to rip this off, and then we have that as our insert. And we're going to keep it flat. We're not going to ball it up. We're going to keep it flat. And I'm going to paint paper now because it should be nice and ready. Draining some of the water off of the brush. All right. And this is how I typically make my painted paper. I just use some metallic colors, and it doesn't really matter which ones. Get some water on this brush again. And yep, you see it all mixing together. It's okay to do that because it's your paper and you want to make it the way you want to make it. Okay, so that's fine. We add some colors in and we just come in and get the edges and add all these colors to this paper. And it's good for me when I do it and put the paper to the edges, because then when I tear the paper, once it is dried, I still get to use the pretty papers for other projects because it has paint on it. And again, it doesn't matter if you want to do all one color, you can do all one color. If you want to do several colors, you can do that. So this for me is one completed page, and maybe you can see the metallic color in it. But if you can't, it's okay. We will see it. So I set that off to the side. I'm probably going to paint about maybe 10 papers. And that's what I will do. All of them won't be mixed colors, so some can seem neutral and just have some pretty metallic shiny in it. And I will paint some front and back and some just front. You can't see all of them, but you can see it once it's dry. You can see the shimmer on it. So it's really pretty. I said I'm going to start, when I start my Etsy shop, I'm going to just be selling bundles of this metallic painted paper. That's what I'm going to do. And see, you can't tell, but if you can see it on a slight glare, maybe. I don't know. It might look like just white paper. Let me get some water. I'm not going to spritz. I'm just put some in here, a little bit, and make puddles some places. And it's okay. And then, because if you see me painting it, you see that my brush is fairly large. It's a chunky brush. And it grabs the water real fast. So, I'll be spritzing all day. And I just mix all of my colors, and it don't even matter, because the more you go into it, this brush will slop up all of the water, and then you'll be looking saying, oh, I need some more water. So it's a pretty long process, but it's okay. It's okay. I just haven't painted paper, I don't know, maybe 5 months. Maybe 5 months. I had a whole lot of paper. Probably longer than that. Maybe about 8 months. It's very pretty. And then we're on to the next. And so this picked up some of what was on the flip side. It picked up some of it. Okay, now what other color do I want to add with that? Maybe blue. Maybe some blue. And then let me get this brush now and get some more of these to blend into those. And this is pretty much all it is. It ain't a whole lot. Oh, man. Okay. Now we got that. And now this water is gone already over here. See what I mean when I say you can put a little puddle of water in there? Not too much now. You don't want it to be all crazy. And that ran over into the green, but we'll just drag it back and put it in here. And it's okay. Add it right on into the paper. And this adds like a sandy looking, sandy pearly color into it with all of this pink and blue, purplish. And then that's that. Now, for this one, I may go on the back and go crossways, because I do all colors like this. And I go across, because you don't know which way you're going to fold your paper into your book. And sometimes you need something else happening with it. Okay, and then let's see, what can I blend that with? Maybe a light pink. Let's see, maybe this one. Maybe a light pink. Like a light, yes. And blend that into that. I need some more. Gotta get a little bit at a time of a puddle. And I know the other ones are puddling, and I'm not using it like the dark colors. It's okay, I might use one just around the edges of something. I need some on my brush for down here. Okay. And you can just clean the brush right onto the paper and be all right, just like that. And then this page looks like this. Uh-oh. It's kind of pink gold, and this side is purpley blue. And it's got some kind of something from the distress ink and everything, but it's okay because it's going to be all dried and fine in a minute. So let me turn my paper over. Maybe I should use this side, might work better. Let's see if we use some of the darker color. Let's see what happens. Okay. See, I don't want to use too much of this because then it doesn't give that you can write on it. But it's okay. You can put it as border and then come back in here and get some of this pearly, pretty white here. And then these. And where you got puddles of water, add that. You haven't used, it's fine. It'll just dry into the paint, and it'll just, be there. It's not going to dissolve the paint like it's gone somewhere. It's not going to go anywhere. So we just use it like that. Come up and down these edges. Okay. This is all I think about for an Etsy store is metallic painted paper. Somebody might want some. Never know. And I will probably certainly do it different than what I'm doing for me, because for me, it's just for me, and I like it. So I'm just, going with that. Let's see what we want to do on this side. Maybe... I don't want browns. I don't want to use browns. Let's try this green. All right. Just drop a little bit in here. And then get some of this one. With painting this paper, we really don't probably need 10, because 10 would make 20. So we probably could use 5, and 5 will make 10. Maybe I will make, maybe, I'm trying to think, maybe 6 or 7 instead of 10. And the water will stretch this paint across for you. Makes your paper really wet, but I have my heat tool too, so while the other papers are setting, waiting for me, I am painting still, and I will use the heat gun in a second. Okay, so we have that. It almost looks like purple is tearing because it's so wet, but it's okay because I'm going to tear it anyway. All right, and so we have that side, and we have this side. Okay, let me slide my box out a little bit so I can have somewhere to lay the paper. Oh, that didn't work. So right now we have 4 painted, and we're going to paint, I think, 3 more, and then that's going to be that. We're going to paint 3 more. Let's use the orangey looking one here, and this pink over here, and maybe orange and pink, and maybe I don't want that one. Let me see. This one I think is too orange for what I want. This bronze might work, but we won't. Oh, it might work. We just gotta use the brush to brush it in. Okay, let's get wet brush, and brush it in. Nice wet brush, and then we can add the pink. And the orange. Let's see. That's not too bad. That kind of worked out all right with that color. Okay, we get a little bit more. I think it's a little bit darker than what I wanted, but it definitely goes with the colors that is in the book itself. Let's get some more of this pink over here. Over here. Okay. And then we have that. So pretty. I love the metallic paint. It's so pretty. It's glare just like that. We're going this way. And we're going to use maybe this gold color here. It's like a green gold. Just brush that across. No other color, because the red is already strong and seeping through. And so we'll just add this. So right there, it's got a streak of blue in it. We'll streak it up here too, so that it will be fine all together. All right, and put this in here. And then, that's pretty. Let me see, I need a little bit more here. And maybe that pink. Okay, good. So now we have that. Like that. And like that. When it dries, it's going to look different than what it looks right now. I need a piece of space. All right, I'm going to make one more that looks like this, so it can be 2 of them. I didn't even paint the back of this, but sometimes you'll need paint on the back. So I'm going to leave that like that and make one more that looks kind of like that one, and then that's going to be it. Then we're going to dry them and put them in. All right, so where's my big brush? Where have you rolled away? Oh, it's right there where you set it at. Okay, so now we had this yellow, and we had this blue here, had to be, and this blue, and we had the light green, which is this, and we had the peach, so that might be this one. Okay, so that's what we're going to use to make this page, so it can be kind of two of them. Then we get this pink. And some water on my brush. Okay, and not that. This orangey. Okay. And the light green. Let's get some more of this yellow first. Okay, then we get the light green. And light green. And get some more of this pink. And let me get some of this pearly white stuff here, just to make it come in a little bit more. And some more green here, and some more of this orange. We need some more water. A little bit of this orange down in here. Run that all up there. Yep. Some more yellow down here. Over here. Some of the colors that I love, I use a lot, and I be trying not to use too much, because when it's gone, it's gone. And people be making their own watercolors. I don't know what they make it out of. I haven't even gotten into trying to learn that. But they do make their own colors, and they sell them. But, you know, that's kind of for professionals who know how to paint and do art and all of that. I just said I'm going to make me some painted papers for my journals, and that's how I got into starting to paint these papers. Okay, I don't really need no more orange. I think the orange is good. All right, so we're not going to use that. We will put, I might mix brown. It might be all right. It's okay. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to be finished with the painting part right now. And I'm going to put this down and get the heat gun. Make sure we don't spill no water over here. We got to put this to the side for a second. Clean the table. We got a little bit of clean water for the brushes, but we're going to clean this table so we don't make a mess everywhere. Just a little bit of wiping. Okay, so now we have that. Our brushes are still over here in the other water. Lean it that way so it won't tilt. Okay, then it's going to be a little bit loud for a second. Not too loud, because this is not a loud heat gun. But you can get this at Temu or Walmart. It's just what they say, it's a hot air gun. And we're going to dry the paper. I have my fan on already, but we're going to dry this paper. I'm going to pick it up because I don't want it to dry onto my glue pad. This is what I make my glue pages on. So we just want to dry it. This would have actually been better if I would have brought my blow dryer, because it's not going to spread. This takes too long for this. But the other ones are already on the side drying. So it shouldn't be too bad. But this heat gun is more for when you're painting with paints, even watercolor, that you want to dry quick, but you don't want it to spread and mess the paint up from where you wanted it to be, versus it's blowing and it's going that way. You want it to stay in place. So I wish I had thought about that. I would have brought my hair dryer downstairs, but I didn't bring it. It's upstairs. So we'll use this, because I was only thinking, girl, get the heat gun, because I'm getting ready for a birthday party. I got my clothes laid out, and I did that this morning before 10, and got my clothes ready for church tomorrow, and looked at a couple things for the first part of the work week. So we've done all of those things. We just still have to shower and get dressed. So we're working on limited time with getting this paper dry so we can put it in this book. Okay? So we're going to do that. Hello there. How are you? How do you say your name? Nora? Hello there. So we have this paper just about dry. It's almost dry. Can y'all see all of this shiny metallic on my hand? Right. So that's what happens when you use these watercolor metallic paints. And it makes the paper so pretty. So I'm putting this together. It's drying with heat and then fan on the back side. So it's getting there real good. But if I had my hair dryer, it would have been dry by now. Okay, now this one is wet. So I need to start on this one. I did have a hair dryer down here too, but I took that upstairs. So this takes so long. Okay. But it's getting there. The other one didn't take too long. You see it's flying away now. That's because it's dry. So it's moving all around. But it's okay. We're getting this one. You know, somebody might say, well, how'd you get that paper like that? How'd you paint it? Some people do want to see the process. And I'm one of those people who want to see the process. You know, you see in the comments sometimes, how'd you do that? And where'd you buy that from? And all that kind of stuff. So I try to share those things in my video and, you know, not just do everything behind the scenes. I realize that some people do want to know the process and they want to watch how it got to become that way or something. So that's what I do in my videos. You know, and some people don't want to go through all of that or watch all of that or hear all of that. They just, you know, they in the short span, you know. It's like that's how much their attention span is. They got to move on to what's next. And I know I got the same kind of thing happens with me from time to time. But I am one who like to look at how somebody did something. I watch long form videos from the beginning to the end because I'm trying to see how you did it. So that's that. And this paper just becomes pretty papers to insert into this booklet I'm making for this altered book. And it's going to be good. You get to put the papers in there and they get to flip. They can write on them. They can alter them, you know, whatever they want to do with it. But it'll be different from just papers with distress ink or tea dye or coffee dye or even scrapbooking paper. It'll just be all painted papers, which will add some other beauty and loveliness to the altered book. So that's what I'm doing. So that's pretty dry. And now we can finish drying this one. This one is almost dry already, but we're going to just make sure that, see, when it's wet, it don't do no flipping. It just be laying. But now we can see it's already dry because it's taking some kind of crumpled form from being wet. And this got a little bit of glue and distress, but it's fine. I'm not going to worry about it at all. It's going right in the altered book, just like that. It was so sloshy wet, it just picked up all of the distress ink and some of the glue. But it's okay. It's fine. Okay, so this is pretty dry. And this one is, see how that's curled up? Because it's drying on the box. It's all warpy because it's drying just like that. So I don't really have to hold it and just let it do what it's doing. And this looks like it doesn't have much, but it's got the sand and the pearl color in it on both sides. You see it? It's shiny. Okay. So we're just gonna get this next one. It looks like this. This one's still a little damp. Just about a few different pages. It's okay. Make it nice. Okay. So that's pretty good. And then this is the very first one. And it's still a little damp, but it's not too bad. It's okay. When they're flying away, you know they almost dry. I'm sorry I didn't bring my hair dryer down here because I would have been finished this part for real already. But it's getting there. You see it flying up. It's just I don't want to have it too damp, and then when I'm trying to put it in the book, it's just not working out. I don't want that to happen like that. But a little damp is okay. Just a little bit, not, can't be too much. All right, so I'm going to set this down and let it continue to run. Let me see. I'll let it run from this angle with the fan. And I'm going to put the papers in order how I want them. And then I'm going to situate them like so. And then let's see how it looks. So that one is too close, so I'll turn that around. And I'll put this one between it. And then those are similar. So I'm going to put this one here, like that. And then this one here, and this on the top, like that. And now we have this. And we're just going to fold them. Just making sure they are dry enough in the middle to fold it. So when I fold it, it won't tear. Because if it tears, then you can't put it in. So we'll just put that like that. Let the heat be directly in the middle. I actually have two. I actually have two hair dryers and one stays down here. But when everything was packed up, I packed it up. So that's why it's not one down here. And since I've been using the heat tool from time to time, I ain't thought about bringing the other hair dryer down here. But I'm going to remind myself to do it. And so we have just a full hot butter roll. Hi, Robin. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So I am pretty much done with the middle section. And I'm going to turn this off. That should be dry enough. It's still a teeny bit damp, but it sounds like paper, so you know it's just about dry. So this is going to be folded this way. And this side wet, that side wet. I'm not going to use this thing because I don't want it to be damp. And I'm going to put this on here like this. And I just finished painting these papers and painting this with this metallic watercolor paint. And I'm getting ready to make this booklet. So it can be this way or the other way. It doesn't matter. And I'm putting it inside of here. Just some brown paper. Like so. And I'm going to leave it hanging out a little bit like that. And I'm going to mark it because I want it to fit inside of the book a little bit. And I want to tear it. So I'm going to put it right there. And I'm going to put this one about right here. And that's where I have these two marks. I'm going to take these apart though, because it's too thick to tear it like that. So we have two, and we're going to tear right here across. Okay, now my book is here. Let me see how much I want to go down. This is going to be inside. Okay, let me see. Let's keep tearing to here, and then I'm going to tear down here. Just like this. And this is what I'm going to use for the faux leather that I added to the front of the book. I'm going to leave the back in place. Okay? And then when it gets to where it's going, they can do what they want to do to continue altering. And now I have all this pretty paper that I can use as frames, or I can use it for something else if I don't want to use it to make a frame. And it's going to be okay, just like that. Then I use this as my guide for how to tear this one. Put it right there and tear that. Pull this up and tear this. And now we have that. And then we can find our place for these last ones. Like this. And like this. And that's how we're going to do it. Okay? All right, and let's make sure that we have the right tear down. This actually should be going this way. Okay, to the edge, we got a little bit more. Yeah, that's about right. And then we'll tear this down and come on down here. Doesn't matter if it's even or not, because it's living inside of a booklet that has a torn jacket and All will be well. And so we tear all this off right there. And look at all this pretty paper. It's so pretty, y'all. It's so pretty. It's like, oh, I need a piece of paper. Even when you're doing glue pages or masterboard or whatever, you can come back and you can get this and you can add this and use it. That's why I always paint it all the way to the end of the paper, because I be making these clusters and things that I don't use right now for my journals, but it's coming up. And I need to make all kinds of paper. I'm almost out of coffee dyed paper. I made tea dyed paper in a minute. The last paper I made was coffee dyed, and I'm almost out of it. And I don't have but maybe 2 or 3 pieces of this paper, which is why I had to paint it for this little booklet. Because I was thinking, man, I can just make a booklet for that faux leather page. So that's what we did or are doing. Okay. And so we have that. That's the inside. I know that. This in here. And this one out here like that. See? Looks nice. All cascaded and everything. Look at that. Nobody knew it. Okay? Looks nice like that and everything. Then how fun is that when you get this kind of book and you be like, oh, that's so pretty. That's so cute. You know, and every page is different. I don't want that one right there because it's too plain. I'm trying to understand. I got some bright ones that are pretty colorful. Let's put that with that. And let's put this one in here. I had them situated. I can't speak about what really happened, but I do know something happened. This one is like a pearl and gold. So it looks white, but it's not. And we'll put this one here. I don't want this one here. That's why I have that one there, because it was like that. But we're going to do it this way, okay? Just like that. It's going to be pretty. Okay, and then it's going to live in here. Let's hope that we got our paper torn correctly. La la, twala, la la. All of these la las, okay? And then we have this, and we could staple it, and it'd be just as simple as a staple, and let it be that way. Let's see if I'll staple. I don't have a Crocodile Big Bite, okay? And I told myself we're not buying a Crocodile Big Bite, because when we bought the Crocodile itself, we was mad about that, because that was the most expensive thing that I have ever invested in at $33. I was so mad. Don't know why I really had to have it. Then I saw this kind of contraption on somebody's video, and I was like, oh, well, I know I can't buy nothing like that. Went to the thrift store. I took the tag off, and I found like $4.47. I said, oh, that's one of them things. And you can adjust this thing all the way down here like this. And so this can reach all the way into whatever kind of book. And then staple it like a single, a swing, what is that kind of, whatever it is. The best stapler that used to be out there, swing something or whatever. Yeah, it's that kind. So I just said, oh, had a few staples in it, and I can put some in there. It's like a Crocodile Big Bite, okay? It just can't punch no hole. So let's see how we looking with getting a staple in the middle. Looking like we can do it. So we're going to do it from the outside. See, this can reach all the way in here like this and beyond. Hi, vegan. How y'all doing? I'm so glad all my guys and ladies and friends done showed up in here, because I didn't know who was coming on. I started not to do a video, so I got somewhere to be at 5 o'clock. And I said, girl, set your alarm for 3:15. It's 1:40. You can get it done. So here we is getting this done. So I'm trying to hold this in the middle and keep it right there. And we're going to staple Wait, right here and right here and right here. And then we got that booklet, okay? Let's put this thing back in here. $4 and some change for that little staple thingy. And put the staples in the middle so that they can, stay put and not hurt you from the outside, okay? So this is our little booklet that we made with our pretty metallic watercolor paint and everything. And that's what we got. So it's good. It's good. It's good. I love it. Okay? This is wait a minute. I got to go and do that again because I see one of my papers shifted, which is a problem. I don't want that to look like that. Wait a minute. It's okay. We just open this up. Don't use a paper staple puller where you grab it because sometimes that will mess your paper out here up. Grab it in some kind of way. We don't want to do that. So we just take the staples out by opening the prongs up and then pop them out. I see a paper that is shifted on the inside and it's not on the fold. And it's like, oh no, it's this one right here. It's stapled outside of the fold right there. But it's going to be okay. We're going to realign it and make sure we get it in the fold. Okay. Now that should be good. Right there. Let's make sure. Okay. Don't move again. Don't move. Stay put. All right. It's not that one. It's the white one. That's right here. Now make me put you in the middle because I know what to do. I know what to do. We're going to make sure your crease is nice and strong. And then you can play along, okay? That's what we're going to do. Now, this one is inside. Okay. Because that's one thing you don't want is your papers to be shifting around, which is why we put a clip on them, right? I got all kinds of clips. I just didn't clip it. It's still looking kind of short, but it's definitely in the crease. So we okay now. Make sure. Okay, let's staple it again. I'm trying to put on the same holes. All right, and then here. Yeah, it's right here. And then this one is right here. I missed that one a little bit, but it's okay. Still okay. All right, it's good, it's good, it's good. It's good. It's looking a little off-centered again. Again. That's what a bone folder is all about. That's what you use that for, okay? So we good. We used 1, 2, 3. I thought I was painting 7. 3, 4, 5, 6. We did 6 papers, so that's 12 sheets, front and back, okay? So that's what we got. We got to keep going because I got to finish and get it done, okay? So now here, for this cover, I have this image here. Where's my scissor? I had a scissor, and it is right here. And we're going to use this finally, because every time I look at this in that box of pre-cut things or torn, I'll be saying, I don't want to use that yet. I don't want to use that yet. But today, we're using it. Okay, we're just going to make this part around here happen for us real quick. And let's see if we can get it clean enough. Okay. And then turn this down. And there. Now, what I wanted to do was to tear. But I think I'll just keep cutting. Just keep cutting. Just keep on cutting. It's going to be okay. You know. Alright, let's see. Can we get it close? We can't get it close without taking all of the flower peaks and things out. I'll try not to do that, but we just lost 2 or 3 of them. But it's okay. It'll be fine. I just think it looks so good when it's, you know, the original. But then you have the little pieces of white around it. And you can put the little red ink on there if you want to kind of, you know, mask that the white is there. But it's okay. All of it's fine. It's just paper. We'll have to make it real serious. Okay? Okay. I didn't know if I was going to get to do this video because, you know, I was thinking, girl, you need to lay down. Take you a little nap for an hour and a half. Because I was out late last night and the night before too. And it was like, man, I need to lay down. And then I didn't. I think I need something else behind this. This looks like, you know, it's okay, but it looks like I want something else back here. I'm not sure what. Let me get a piece of, maybe a piece of this craft paper. Let me get a piece of this. I don't know what. Maybe a piece of this. I don't really know. But we're going to try something real quick. Because it's looking like it needs something to me. So let's get our paper over here and put this down and ink it up. That's what we're going to do. Ink it up like so. Like we're trying to clean our sponge out or something. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully we'll need no more than what we have. Okay. That might work. Add this little smudgy piece to it, to the cover. Okay. That looks all right a little bit. And then let's get this water spritz. Let's size this to our book. Add that in there. Okay, that look all right like that. That looks all right like that. Now let's spritz this. And we might have to be adding some ink to this soon because I'll be spritzing it. But I had a whole lot of ink on here one time. They said put 2 or 3 drops. No, little miss over here put about 10 drops because I ain't got time for the 2 or 3 or whatever. That's how I was handling the whole thing. I was like, oh, let's put 10 on there. And then it was all bubbled up or something like that. I don't really know what was going on with it. I said, oh, okay. We done did something over here. We won't have to add no ink for a good long time. So, here we go. This ain't no Ranger ink. This is something I got from Temu. So, it's okay. But it works. And it's fine. That's all we need. We just needed it to work. Let's see if we add some water to this. Is there any ink in here that want to come on the paper? It's looking wet, but we ain't sure how it's going to look when it dries. It's getting on my finger a little bit. So I guess it'll be all right. Still might not be the total idea. It's not getting as wet as I really want it to be with the ink. That's what I want, ink, not water. It won't be making too much sense when it dry, and it still be looking like brown. All right, so we got that. Let's see if we wet this. Is there anything in there that can help us out? It's not helping us. But this black is super black at this big pad here. It's super black. You gotta be careful how you handle this one, because it will mess your stuff up. You'll be like, dang, I didn't mean to put that much on there when you're actually doing your work. But this little piece, this is just something to help us with our little image. Oh, I only got like 10 minutes. And then my phone's going to be ringing, saying, time to get in the shower, honey, time to get in the shower. I need to leave here in 1 hour. So I knew at 3:15 would be okay for me to be getting ready to walk away from this table. Okay, so, all right, we got that. And we're going to put this down with, make sure we got the right side up. A little bit of glue here. Just a little bit. No need to be too wet. Okay. Because we want it to hold on to the paper. That's good. That looks good. That makes that look nice. Okay. All right. Hold that tight. I don't want none of this ink on the painted paper. It might look all right on there, but I've never done that, so I don't want to add any to it. It might become a problem. Okay. I think it's all right. Yeah, if you put this on that painted paper, it just look dirty. It won't be pretty at all. Not in my thinking. Maybe I'll try it one day, but today ain't the day to try it. Okay? I think that's okay. We can even put it on an angle so it can stay or up. Maybe we'll put it up. Whatever we're going to do is going down right now because we got to put it down. Okay? We have to put it down right now. All right. There it is. Can you angle it? You can angle it. Okay. That's all right. Just like that. It's okay. We just rub that little glue in. Just trying to be peeking out that we didn't use. Because we didn't know where to put it at exactly. Okay. Just rub that in. Okay. Then I have this one. It came out of an Oprah magazine. And I think I'm going to just put it inside of the faux leather. Let's see. What you doing, Stink? Say, oh, I'm just getting comfortable, Mommy. Just laying on your foot a little teeny bit. Okay. Everything's all right. Okay, Stink. All right. Now we got that. Yeah. And I have this piece of paper here that says just color palette. And I was thinking I might use it too. I'm not sure. But we can ready to see. We're getting ready to see if we want to use it inside of our altered puff. Maybe we do, maybe we don't, but we can try. And if we don't, it's all right. Right? Right. Okay. So we got that. We got to tear around the C a little bit. So we got a little white edge on it. Okay, so that is cute. And we can put that on there like that. Or we can put it inside of our book. Okay, so our book is here. And this is where this is going to live. It's going to live here like this. Now the thing was, do I want to make it a detachable? And that's what I was thinking to do. Like, yeah, let's just let it be on here, but not, just permanently. Let me see if I have a colorful baby, what you call those things. I have some, but do I have one right here? I'm talking about like a binder clip. I had some pinks and some yellows and greens. I had a little, what you call it, a little packet that I bought from the Dollar Tree. It came with color paper clips and all of that. And let me see, did I put it in one of these little containers up here? I don't see them in there or in here. I don't want to put just a paper clip. I want to put a binder clip. I have black, but I don't want black. But right now I'm going to use black because my other ones are not right here and I don't want a paper clip. I'm trying to think, well, where are they? Because who told them they could go somewhere? I certainly did not. I had them up here because I wanted them up here. Now, where have they gone without permission? So we can put this on here. It's black and it kind of, you know what I mean, goes with it a little bit. So it can be there. Okay. See? My alarm is saying, can y'all hear that? Okay. My alarm says it's 3:15 and time, young lady, to move forward. Let me see. I got another little thingy here that's holding the rubber bands and things. And let's see. Have we put this? No. Rubber bands and double-sided tape. And nope, it's not in there either. And it's not in this paperclip pouch. So it don't matter right now. We don't know. We gotta go. So this is what I was thinking about these butterflies. I was thinking that might work there. Okay. Let's get this little hot glue off of here because we keep leaving the top off. Okay, let's just put the butterflies here. Coming off. Can y'all see? Yes, y'all can now. Okay, coming off here like so. Put this up here. And put these on here. It's just the butterflies. They're just flying right on here. And we can put this down here as like a tag. It could be on a piece of paper too. Let's see. Like this purple paper that we took it off of. Let's see. Maybe we can use it. Some of it. As like a piece that can do that. Yeah, it can do that. Just tear that off and put that here in the crease and then put this on there. Yeah, that can work. I think that can work. Put this up in this crease and put this on here, like so, and put a little bit up here, and then we will take this piece, which doesn't matter if it's got this wet glue because the paper is faux leather, so it's a little bit lumpy and bumpy anyway. And we'll put our pen in here so we can stay focused. And then on here, we're just about done, y'all. We're going to add a piece of cheesecloth, just a small piece of cheesecloth onto this, like so. Might need to take a piece out and put this here, and then we'll see if we find us some kind of word to put there, like put this on here like that, let that live there, and then put a word there. Let me see if I can find something to add there to this piece, and maybe we can get it right off of here. We don't want June and we don't want that. Our box is right here with plenty of words. We got a few minutes. I know the alarm went off. That was just my guide. Everything's out, so we're doing good. We just have to stay focused and conscious of our time. Let's see. Reduce, reuse. Let's see. That was fresh. No. We got to find us something that's, you can't use nothing. Okay, let's see. We have all kinds of things in here that is word. So we will look for something. Let's see what we can find. Let's see what's here. That's a good little something. We just use that. We can use that. That top line is just fine. Take that right off of there. And I will tell you what it says. And let's tear it around a little bit. Don't get rid of too much of our yellow, because we need it, and it goes good with that. But we're going to put some ink around it so it looks a little bit more fitting to our image. Okay, let's get some ink. Ink it, ink it, ink it. Make it a little bit distressed. And add it onto the piece of cheesecloth. We'll need this piece right here. Okay. Got that. I'm going to just tone down the yellow just a little bit. Just a wee bit. Just so you can read, but you gotta look to read. Okay? Like that. And then put a little bit of glue on here so it can hold. We need some back there. Just a little bit. Dots. And then we'll put this here and put that there. And it reads, sprinkle. Can you see it? Sprinkle charm around. That's what it says. Sprinkle charm around. Okay, and so we have that, guys, and this, and on this side I'm simply going to make a bow out of here. This is what I used inside of the spine. Can you see it? It's a little green, a little bit of green, And for the front, I just said I'm just going to tear a piece of this and this wrinkle, and I'm not going to iron it. I'm just going to use it and tear a piece of this like so and make a bow and put it on the front of mine. Now, I want to also tear another edge off, but I'm hoping it'll play nice. If I go slow, maybe it'll play nice so that I can get the fray on both sides so the bow is not looking crazy. Okay, so we got this, and we might use this piece if it stays thin and nice. If it stays thin and nice, we might add it to one page, and then that's it. And that will be the end. It turned out nicely. And so then you just tie it like you're going to tie it around something. And then you make 2 bows like so. Sometimes it comes out right, and sometimes you gotta keep playing with it till you get it the way you want it. And there's your bow. And it turned out all right. You just have to play with your tails a little bit so that they will act nice. Okay, you got your little piece in there. Open this. And open this. And make it a little bit wider of a bow like that. Nice and frayed and straggly, and it's looking like that. It's cute. You can put that right on the front. But we're going to put it on here, and I'm going to put it behind some more of this cheesecloth that I want to put a little bit of ink on. Let's see. Let's cut that and cut that and just kind of use this, and I'm going to put it in the ink so it's get some ink on it. I don't want to mess up the book cover though, so it's not as the color that it is, you know. Just give it some little bit of distress to it. All right, so now that should be enough. And then we just rub our little fingers all over it and make sure it's nice and covered a little bit in all the areas. And then we're going to put this on here like this and put the bow on it. And then it'll sync together with our spine piece. Okay. I can't open the book but so much, and I did not Mod Podge this piece yet with my signature that says that I'm the original creator, right? And then I'm going to do that though. Okay. And then we'll add, wait a minute, where did I throw that pen? It's sticking to my finger. And put this little piece down here. And then put this little piece down here. Let that come down some. Right there. And that's okay. Like that. And then we're going to put the bow on here. Right in here. Like this. Don't need a whole lot of glue. You just need to make sure you got enough to set that down, and that a piece of the back of the bow will set in the glue. Like that. And then that's what we have. Y'all should see my cat. He trying to catch these flies flying around here. Look at this boy. What are you doing? Well, what? What? Sim, mommy, I want to get it. Can you get out of my books and places? I mean, the whole curtain will be down. He mean. He trying to catch this fly. And the little one that's the little one. But the big one is right up here under the table. Like, well, mommy, what is he doing? I don't really know. Get down, Stink. Oh, my goodness. Y'all understand, okay? So I was just trying to show y'all what was happening with him and everything. Because, I mean, he up here. Now he climbing back up there again. Can you get down? He mean that fly, okay? The fly done got in here. In fact, it's 3 of them in here some kind of way. And I'm not sure, maybe when my son was taking the trash out, I ain't sure what really went on. But I said, oh, y'all don't have to worry about it. Because when the little one wake up, he's going to get you. Y'all see where he at over there in the window some kind of way. Okay, so now we have that. And I said, I don't know what this piece is right here. But it won't let me, I got it. Okay, so that's what we got. And this is, stick down, baby. Stick down. Stay right there. All right, and you right there. And so this is what it's looking like. That's very pretty, I think. Very pretty. Thank you, Robin. Robin said, cool. Oh, that's Passion Stack and said, oh, cool. Robin said, cute. Robin said, very nice. Vegan said, oh, that's a really cool tool. I've never seen that kind of stapler before, right? Me either. I actually was watching somebody's video, and next thing I knew, I was at the thrift store, and I happened to see one. I said, oh, this is what they got. I'm talking about when I think about how I'm not growing, y'all, as fast as I want to grow, right? It seemed like every time I go to the thrift store, God sends me at a time when it's going to be something that I saw in the video that's going to be there. And that was like over the course of like a year. And I kept finding books, and I said, I don't have Field Guide. I don't know where Field Guide. And I kept going and kept going. And one day it was like Field Guide. And he would just give me little things like that at times. And I ain't had no daubers. I had them little teeny. Y'all see me with them little teeny ice cream cone things that I got from Temu. Y'all can't even believe they're ice cream cones. I said, well, let me order them. They might be good enough. These little things right here. This is what I started with. They came in like a pack of 8 or whatever. I said, well, what kind of ice cream? I can't use that. They're going to be laughing at me on YouTube. And next thing I knew, I was like, well, this is what I got, and that's what I'm using. And and because, listen, when I tell y'all all the stuff I've been buying, it was cheap. And then I went to the thrift store one day, and they had a whole bag of these corks. And I was like, oh, let me get that. Let me see if I can find the little sponge pieces. I bet you Temu got them. And I got this whole bag of these things, right? And my mother's calling me, but not yet. I'm going to call you right back. And these were $3.49. I got all of these. I can make daubers for years. So Temu had the little sponges. I hot glued the thing on there, and there you go. So that's what I'm saying when it came down to that contraption of that stapler. I was like, I'm not buying a crocodile because the big bite, they can reach all the way into the middle of a journal. So I just be looking up like that. God is good to me, and I be finding something. So it's like, it seemed like he might be just like, just keep going. It's okay. I don't know what I want to put with this, but I said maybe we'll add it to a page. Just glue it down somewhere. Maybe I know where I can put it. I said I wasn't going to do nothing on the back of that because maybe, just maybe I can do it like this and make it. Oh, y'all saw what I saw? Yes. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to glue it down heavily. Like this. All into here. Nice and thick and heavy with this good glue. And stick this in here. Right inside of that glue. And then, like that, and when that dries, y'all see what it is already. We don't know if somebody's going to be writing on it. I'm always sticking my finger with this. All right, so it's $3.29 from $3.15, and I don't have to leave here till $4.15. So I'm going to be leaving this video in a minute. and go get my shower and get dressed, okay? So I stick that in there, let that stay in there like that. Yes, let's get us a piece of this brown paper that we had. Just a little piece, you know? Just stick it in there like that on top of there. Just on top of there. To make that go all the way down in there. And then it's in the crease, okay? And then that will stick in there. Then you can use this like this. And we can make a spine dangle out of it because we can put some stuff on here. Because I have something that you can put on here. I have all kinds of somethings. Let's see what's in here. See, I have all kinds of stuff. All kinds. Okay? And see if we can feed it through something. Like maybe this moon. And here goes something with a big hole. What's that? Well, no, we'll look at it in a second. Okay, maybe one more. We got this moon, and what is this? It looks like something with his hands raised. I'm not sure what. And let's see what else. Some of it is too small for me to put through this piece of material because it's so thick. Like I was going to use this Jesus, but it might not feed through there. It's kind of small, the hole. But this one is got a big hole on there. So I can use that. Let's see. Put that down. And we can put, like it don't have to be through that loop. It can just be in there like that. And then we can put it through here. Right here like this. And then you can tie it so that it is separate like this. Tie this one in here. Wait, let's put it down a little bit further. Let's put it down a little bit further toward the end. A little bit further. And then we can tie it right there, and then this one you can tie and bring this one through here like this, and then they can be closed. Why is it spray is hanging on to the tip of the moon, and then it can be like this, and they can be like that, and that can be on there. Then we'll just split this one more time. So it's like a what you call it? Like a fray, but like fringe or tassel or something like that. Let's make it a little bit more frayed with this piece that's hanging. And that's okay. And then we got that. And that's from the piece that we tore off. And so it's hanging out of there, some little piece, 2 pieces here. That's okay like that. And it matches this. And I'll let Meatball decide to, continue whatever the work is going to be. And that's lovely. So that's what we got. And our piece here is like that. And then we're all done with this altered book, okay? And I'm ready to get started with the next thing. So thanks guys for hanging out with me. And Butterroll, I have to tell you, I had your name on here because I thought you were the person who said that you wanted this, but Meatball said it was me, and I promise it was me. But I'm just letting you know that I thought it was you. And let me see what it says. Oh, she said, I'd rather have that instead of the crocodile, right? And Vegan said, oh, that's okay. And let's see. Let me make sure I read. Thanks for hanging out, Robin. Yes. So I just wanted to, acknowledge that I really did think it was you, and I had written your name down. But then Meatball was on one of the lives and said, no, it was me. I promise it was me. So I said, okay. So I said I was going to gift this book. And so this book is on its way out the door. And the black doesn't look bad. In fact, I was going to put pink or yellow, but that black really, complements the 2 pages here. So that's pretty cool. So guys, I'm going to run now so I can get ready for my outing, birthday party. And I will talk to you guys real soon. And y'all be good. Have a good Saturday. And I'll see y'all soon. All right. I love you guys. Peace.